Hey guys, so welcome back. I am back to doing readings. Now you have basically the only way that I have this set up is that it's in blocks of time because I had to keep your time in consideration as well as you have to keep my personal time as well. Okay, so we're doing this in blocks of time and I do this in increments of time, meaning it's $5 a minute. Okay, so $5 a minute because you're talking to me on the phone. That's how I differ from other readers. You're actually speaking to me on the phone. Okay, um, so there's the personalization of that. It's not just a random, pre-recorded video. So you're more than welcome to record the conversation. Okay, I allow you to do that. As I will record the conversation too, so you should know that going in. It's for my protection and your protection. That being said, it's, as I said, $5 a minute. So let's say you want 30 minutes with me, right? If you feel like your situation needs more, obviously it's going to be more money. It's going to be $5 a minute. Let's give you a round number. Let's say 30 minutes, right? $5 a minute times 30 minutes is $150. Okay. So the longer the block of time that you want to talk to me, the more it's going to be. Okay. So if you look at my reviews, you'll see that it's money well spent. Let's get started. So we have to see what are the criminal intentions of the karmic, okay? We're going to go deep into not only their psychology or their human behavior, we're going into intention, which not a lot of people can read, okay? So that being said, what are the criminal intentions of the karmic? Because desperate times call for desperate measures. This one is coming out. They have a Twitter. And I have to do it all the way far from here because the closer I get it to the camera, it starts making this kind of, at least from my end, it starts making this kind of like glowy thing that kind of like does something weird to the camera, okay? So they have a Twitter, first and foremost. What else do we need to know about this karmic here? What are their criminal intentions? Orphan. We're going to see what this is all about. What do we need to know about this orphan card? So this one is coming out. Let's just make sure that I don't drop the rest of these on the floor. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow. What are they getting a life sentence for? Now, this is not predictive. This is like if you're a criminal and you get caught, you're going to get a life sentence. You didn't need a reading to tell you that. What are they getting a life sentence for, and how is this orphan involved in this? J is significant. I'm sorry if it's backwards. Okay, try to remove the glare. J is significant. J could be jail. J could be short for Jason. Javion, I'm getting the name Javion. I feel the kid's name is Javion. This is a little boy. I feel like this orphan here is a little boy. What about Javion? Okay, we are getting the laying low card. There may be a kidnapping situation here where they have to go from seedy motel to seedy motel. What else do we need to know? My heart is going fucking crazy right now. Oh boy, what's going on? This one's coming out. Oh my gosh. That's how this all comes together. I feel like this orphan card here is kind of a predictive one. They're not an orphan now, but they're about to come and become an orphan. Wow, this is fucking fucked up, dude. What else do we need to know? There's a mole involved here, mosca muerta. That means dead fly. You may have been seeing flies in your home, even with the windows closed and no cracks or holes. There's no windows open, there's no doors open. You know, there's no physical reason why these flies should be inside. What else do we need to know? Okay, so we're getting into something here that's a little deep, and I told you. We're pulling here the benztropine card, which is also known as cogentin. It's an anticonvulsive, causes severe memory, static, and confusion, scatters brain function, and the patient can't access memories before the sequestration. There's something about a medical sequestration. So this karmic woman might be trying to keep the child away from the father, trying to market this man, this divine masculine, as being crazy or unstable and not a fit father, so keeps him away. And this is one of the drugs, so you can see. Okay? I told you we get fucking deep here. What is this all about? Damn, that's some heavy shit, dude. What the fuck did I tell you? Whoa. Look at that shit. If you haven't heard from your person, your divine masculine, they're trying to put them away. I'm telling you right now, as somebody that's experiencing this shit myself, okay? I'm gonna say what the fuck I'm gonna say, and I know that bitch is fucking watching too, okay? Let me tell you something. You have the right, as the person's friend, to do a wellness check, okay? But that's going to involve you going to the police and saying, I have reason to believe that this person is being held against their will because I have not been able to get in contact with them. Okay? You have your rights as a friend. What else do we need to know? Oh my gosh, another one. And this is part one. Valproate, which is also known as Depakote, passed off as a quote unquote mood stabilizer used to hide mental fogging, meds, quote unquote, effects to not alert outside observers. It's a numbing agent given to numb patients. Brain chart activity surges. I hope you can see this. I'm going to try to take away the I'm going to leave it long enough so that you can take a screenshot. So now these karmics have gone to the extent of having the DMs drugged up to keep them away from you. It's called medical sequestration. Look it up. And the thing is, guys, prior to finding this out, I had made a video maybe a couple of years prior talking about a medical coma. Since they can't put them in a coma because it's illegal and they would be investigated, they tried to find other ways to medically make it necessary to give the man these drugs, okay? What else do we need to know? That one's coming out. Look at this fucking shit. You might have a Twitter, and that's why that came out. I know that my karmic is following my social media. So I'm going to give the bitch something to fucking look at. Tell me why she's popping up in my people you may know. Fucking bitch. You think I don't know you watch any? Shit, I'm going to give you something to watch. What else do we need to know? This one's coming out. The reason why they're doing this. That's the reason why they're doing this. What else do we need to know? Okay, this one's really screaming at me. Okay. What is this? Admissibility is the ability to put a piece of evidence in the trial as an exhibit. Like, for instance, I'm going to give you an example. The Johnny Depp case, right? Whether something was concrete evidence enough to be entered in as an exhibit so that, they can show whether it's for the prosecution or for the defense. A piece of evidence that is admissible, that is able to be entered in. Okay, that's a legal term. What else do we need to know? Okay, this one. Another detective term. Be on the lookout. When they say BOLO, when a detective says BOLO. What does that mean? It means anybody that the detective is working with to keep their eyeballs and their ear holes open and observant. Okay, it's basically a way of saying be observant. What else do we need to know? I read about criminal intentions of the karmic. I don't do general readings. I go deep. Okay? We have an L here. L might be significant here. Take it as it resonates. The initials might be JL, or as we had said earlier in the reading, it might be Javion. L might be the last name. What else do we need to know? This one, okay. Projective identification. I don't know if you can see. Projective identification. What is projective identification? It's especially for social media. It's when you try to position yourself as a certain thing. So this karmic might be trying to project herself as a sweet mother, somebody that's a single mom and she doesn't know how to do it herself, blah, 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 blah. Okay, projective identification. That's majorly on social media. This one wants to come out before I even ask the question. We're going to be wrapping this up soon. Check your smoke detectors. Okay. What else do we need to know? This one's coming out. O. Okay. It's coming out as well. Somebody might have O in their name, first or last, or even middle name. It might be the beginning letter of a nickname. This one's coming out. Look out for this. That's their flying monkeys. What else? Yeah, this one wants to come out, so I'm going to take it. Look at this. Jail time for perjury. Lying about this DM's whereabouts. A lot of times, because that man has not responded to you or called you or gotten in contact with you, is because he physically can't. They did something. Okay? What else? This one wants to come out. When it's time for the trial to happen, all of these canaries are going to sing. They're going to fucking sing like a bird. The same ones that are working with the karmic are going to turn on her. Okay, this one's coming out. I don't want these to fall. Malfeasance, it's another legal term, which basically, this is another way of saying a guilty mind. Somebody that has planned something ahead of time. So that in degrees, they call this the first degree, like first degree murder, that kind of thing, right? Malfeasance. Okay, we're going to wrap up with the last card here. Three months. Just be on the lookout 3 months for the next 3 months, okay? I can't predict exactly what's going to happen, but just be on the lookout, okay? That's why you got the Bolo card. I hope that this reading was informative and it went very deep. And we can go even deeper. We can go right into the crust of the earth with this one if you get a reading with me, okay? So, again, I know their insecurities. I know their plans. I know their schemes. And I'll expose everything. Don't be a stranger. Give me a follow. And go ahead and share this video if you need to. Love you guys. And I will talk to you soon. Oh, by the way, before I go, also follow me on my podcast. It is called Sound Off with Bernadette. Check me out on Spotify. That's there on Spotify. It's Sound Off with Bernadette. All right, so follow me there as well. Love you guys.